Sunday Smack Talk starts now. We're talking NFL, we'll show you how. Your team is gonna win or lose. We're stacking big fat units, we're the ones you choose. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game. Take a bow. We're the kings of the game, take a bow. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. We're the kings of the game, take a bow. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. Sunday Smack Talk starts now. We're talking NFL, we'll show you how. Your team is gonna win or lose. We're stacking big fat units, we're the ones you choose. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. We're the kings of the game, take a bow. Sunday Smack Talk starts now. We're talking NFL, we'll show you how. Your team is gonna win or lose. We're stacking big fat units, we're the ones you choose. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. We're the kings of the game, take a bow. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. We're the kings of the game, take a bow. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. Sunday Smack Talk starts now. We're talking NFL, we'll show you how. Your team is gonna win or lose. We're stacking big fat units, we're the ones you choose. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. We're the kings of the game, take a bow. Sunday Smack Talk starts now. We're talking NFL, we'll show you how. Your team is gonna win or lose. We're stacking big fat units, we're the ones you choose. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. We're the kings of the game, take a bow. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. We're the kings of the game, take a bow. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack. You can't touch, get ready. The show begins now, we're the kings of the game, take a bow. Sunday Smack Talk starts now. We're talking NFL, we'll show you how. Your team is gonna win or lose. We're stacking big fat units, we're the ones you choose. From the floor to the ceiling, we win so much. We love football, we love talking smack you can't touch. Get ready, the show begins now. We're the kings of the game, take a bow.
We're here.
Morning! How y'all doing?
Week 12.
It is. It's week 12. Is the season over yet? Like, I'm ready for it to be over. Yeah, I'm ready for it to be done.
It's been, I'm ready for the draft.
Yeah. I mean, Cam Ward looks really good. Maybe Shedeur Sanders, something like that,
What's up, Omega?
You doing, Omega?
Sharky.
Sharky.
Scotty.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome in. I know it's harder to see with the multi-streams. We can't see everybody's chats. Super sorry about that. But, we're here. We're ready to go. Yeah, the season for me is done. I don't care how easy my schedule is. That's what they say. I'm not going to easy schedule. It's really easy.
Well, the Falcons keep losing,
Yeah, well, the Falcons are destined to be the Falcons. And what's going to happen? Ultimately, we don't have the defense to keep up in the playoffs. Like, we just don't. We're not going to. Any team with a half assembled offense, you'll see today, after we give up 25 to old Tommy 10 cutlets over here. You're excited to see DeVito play? Ban Sharky. Mods, ban him. Get him the fuck out of here.
Worst decision they made.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't go with Drew Lock.
Yeah.
I have to think they're trying to tank.
I think it makes the fans, like your fans happy. When the whole tanking thing. If we were actually trying to win games, which we would go with Drew Lock, but like this is like a feel good type deal, right? Because like he came in last year and everybody loves him, so.
Yeah, it must be that way, right? Like it has to kind of be that way. It's where I'm kind of like lining up. It feels like it's got to be something else is going on there. Like because Drew Lock is so much better of a quarterback, but
yeah.
I agree. The Jets situation. That's right. You're a Jets fan. Is that right? I think you said you were a Jets fan at some point in time. And
that would be an interesting one.
Yeah. He goes to the Jets.
Jones.
Jones go to the Jets.
Yeah.
He doesn't leave New York. Yeah.
Because I think I've read that the Aaron Rodgers thing is going to probably be over. I heard. So I hear like 4 teams were Jones, right? Mm-hmm. I heard this morning that you go sit behind Stafford in LA for a year. He's still a young quarterback. The limelight of New York isn't going to be on you. I don't think he's a terrible quarterback. I just think, the pressure of New York, got to him. Again, he's the same record as Trevor Lawrence. I know I've beaten that one home this year. I've heard the Rams. Of course, you're going to hear the Raiders. You're going to hear your teams that aren't that very good. But I see them drafting a quarterback. I've heard the Jets, and I've heard the Vikings this morning.
Vikings is an interesting one. I heard that too. It's interesting. I'm not sure where he goes. I think he's got to go somewhere where he can sit, and I think he's got to go somewhere where he can learn. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I heard the Ravens this morning as well, and then think about
if you're going to be okay with a backup position for the rest of your life, sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you go there for a year or two, right? You learn what it's like to maybe use your legs a little bit more in conjunction with your arm, because Lamar's I think got it as mastered as anybody could possibly have it mastered. Like, how to use your legs to get your arms open. And so I don't know. The Ravens, I kind of like for him personally to learn.
Also, you got $100 million. Are you dying to get a starting job? Like, you already finessed the Giants out of $100 million guaranteed, or 81 guaranteed plus what you've already made. So you got over $100 million in your career so far. Mm-hmm. Do you even need to be a starter somewhere else?
I mean, yeah, it depends. Like from yours, from our point of view, where we're sitting at, I mean, yeah, I would be content and I would not be going greedy after the $100 million. If you're a football player and you realize what do I do after this? And everything I do after this is, not going to be the same dollar amount. So I get the whole get as much money as you possibly can from a sport that is severely underpaying its players. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, there's an element of you doesn't need a new payday right now, right?
I just think the whole situation was kind of screwed, right? Like, we gave you all that money, and then because we benched you because your performance has been terrible. Like, you went about it I guess respectfully, right? Like, you went out there for the one day and played scout safety, and then you asked for your release because you felt some type of way about being benched. Yeah. Okay, if you didn't want to be benched, maybe you should have won us some more games.
Yeah, I mean, there's always the element of play better, that's for sure, and that is a problem. So, Appreciate the lurk there, Hefe. I realize, you can't hang out for too long. What's going on? Commanders 11-point favorites today, Hefe. I can't believe it. They're disrespecting your boys. They're disrespecting your crew. Yeah. 11 fucking points? Jesus. Couldn't believe it.
Oh, and then that was another one I heard. That would be the Cowboys sign him, and then he plays against the Giants in 4 days on Thanksgiving, right? That would be funny. Daniel Jones against the Giants in 4 days.
Oh, could you imagine 5 TDs, right? Like I know I know the whole defense. I know all of them.
Who knows the defense better than him? But he'd still lose.
Yeah. That's the feeling in New York. There, I mean, I think Shark. The entire media believes that Daniel Jones finessed, fleeced, whatever word you want to use, took him for a ride. Oh yeah. I don't think that's the case.
I say it for no. It is absolutely the case. The worst thing that ever happened to the Giants was winning that playoff game 2 years ago in Minnesota, having that magical run that they did for 9 wins. It wasn't even a freaking magical run. They won 9 games, squeaked their way into the playoffs. They beat the Vikings. And, we'd rather pay you $160 million rather than paying Saquon, who's, still tearing it up in New York. Don't get me wrong. I love Tyrone Tracy Jr., but, he's no Saquon. So, it set us back for sure.
It definitely could, but hindsight's always 2020. Like in the moment, you're like, okay, we got a young quarterback. He's putting it all together. He's winning games. He's winning us a playoff game. I don't think he did anything other than play to the best of his ability, and unfortunately, his best of his ability might have peaked in that game, and that's that I don't think it's intentional. I think he would much prefer to be winning games, but we will have to see. But hey, we got an electric show for y'all today. Let's get it started as we always do. Everyone knows here we start with a little fact or fantasy. I do got to get the screen turned on though. Give me just 2 seconds while I do that and get this added up right here. So here we go. All right, cool.
So many buttons.
Yeah, there's so much to do, reset and kick through each and every week. But yeah, I can't wait. Let's get started. Let's talk about our old fantasy proponent here. Interesting what we're looking at. Or sorry, our screen just blocked out a little bit there. What's up? How you doing, Obi-Wan? Welcome back.
Welcome back. Buddy? How you doing? Welcome in. Week 12. Glad you're here.
Absolutely.
So last week I got a little frustrated. I was going into that Texans game. I was up like 25. I thought I was going to win. Homie had Nico Collins. I lost by 2 points. Also, same thing happened to me in DraftKings Daily Fantasy. I was up 30 points. My coworker, he had Nico Collins and the Texans defense. I was sitting pretty, I thought I was going to win $50. And yeah, my coworker had Nico Collins and Texans defense. He squeaked one out by 2.5 points. So in this league, it drops my record to 9-2, but that's fine. As you can see, I've already clinched the playoffs here. First top two teams get a bye. So I'm sitting 2 games above third place. In a second, you'll see I'm projected to win this week with 3 games to go. So this week, then 2 more weeks, weeks 13 and 14, and then the playoffs are 15 and 16 and 17. So as long as I win today, I'm pretty much guaranteed a first round bye, which is pretty good. So the first time I was ever in this league, to be 9-2, I'm pretty happy with that, especially with all the smack they were talking in the draft forum. What's this guy doing? Why is he taking him so early? Well, 9-2. That's why I took him where I took him. So if we can get to this week's matchup, a few players have already played. As you can see, I'm projected to win 127 to 112. He had Russell Wilson, who thankfully didn't have a great day. I mean, he still passed for 270 yards and a touchdown. Pickens had a great first half. I fell asleep a little after, halftime, like a few minutes into the third because I'm old.
Woke up with the same number of points.
Yeah. At halftime, Pickens had like 7 something. He had like 40 yards for 3 catches. I'm like, okay, yeah, second half, he's going to go off. You had 1 more catch for 8 yards. So that was kind of disappointing. But thankfully, he had Njoku, who only got 3.9. He had 1 catch for 9 yards and a 2-point conversion. Yep. That gave him the 3.9. I I think Brock Bowers will get slightly over that. He's been averaging like 15 points a game. Chuba Hubbard scares me, especially going against Kansas City. I kind of feel that they might be down going into the second half, so they might get away from the run. And also they have their first round rookie finally suiting up for the first time this year, so they're probably going to want to see what they have with him. So that might be, I don't know, although they might try to pull the Lions and do that split back kind of deal. If we can go back up to the top real quick. I do have Daniels going against Dallas, who, again, like you said, is favored by 11. So hopefully that can, get me some points. Jahmyr Gibbs with that monster that duo backfield. I think they call him Sonic and Knuckles. So hopefully he can get some yardage. And then James Conner going against divisional rival Seattle. Hopefully he can find his way into the end zone. He seems to at least once a game the last few weeks. And then Malik Neighbors questionable, but he'll be out there. That's going to be a fun game today, I think. So
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun for your team. Not so much for the Bucs fans, when we watch Danny 18 Cutlets over here throw the ball to Malik Neighbors 150 times, probably for 350 touchdowns. It's going to be incredible. This is going to just be wonderful. Josh Hayes is going to be out there looking like a lost puppy because that's what he does. And the worst secondary in the league is going to be
kind of like our rookie. He's so terrible I can't even think of his name.
Okay, gotcha. Well,
yeah,
he hasn't caused you the pain. He hasn't caused you the pain of watching him make DeAndre Hopkins look like a all world Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Yeah,
couldn't believe it. Not us, guys. Not us. It is what it is. What are we gonna do? But
so that's my team, and then I got Pinheiro as my kicker, and Denver's defense against Las Vegas. Kind of stabbing myself in the foot here with Bowers going against the defense, but I had to pick somebody up with my team being on a bye week this week. So, hopefully I'll keep an eye on that Pinheiro. I don't know why he's questionable, but usually when a kicker's questionable, that's not good.
That's scary.
So I'll have to keep an eye on that before game time. But hoping to go 10-2 and clinch that first round bye. And, that's my team for the week.
Love it. Absolutely love it. What I don't love is this next selection here, chat. This feels very, very, very rough to me. Don't love any part of this.
So
not gonna lie.
I went high on running backs this week, which kind of led me to my quarterback choice. I didn't really have much money left. I had like 4,500 left, and all the rest of the quarterbacks were backups. So to get a starter this week, at least this week, I'll probably not play the rest of the year after today's performance. But, at $4,000, he was cheap, which allowed me to spend more money elsewhere. Montgomery, him and Gibbs, even though they're both on the same team, somehow seem to get over like 15 fantasy points a week.
Multitasking.
Okay. Kenneth Walker against Arizona, divisional rival. Hopefully that'll be a ground and pound with him and James Conner all day. Evans coming back. I'm hoping he'll have a good game for you and my fantasy team here. Neighbors, I'd love to see them just go back and forth all day. Each get like 25 fantasy points. That would be great for me. Cortland Sutton, he was a little absent in the beginning of the year, but he's definitely been turning it on the last 3 to 4 weeks.
Bo Nix looks like a quarterback now. All of a sudden, Bo Nix out of nowhere. Sean Payton's got him looking like a quarterback. I'm scared.
They've been connecting well together, and at 5,800, I was like, that's a kind of good value for him. I got Laporta, who doesn't score for the Lions, so I got him hoping that he can find his way into the end zone. I saw him. I'm taking a chance on him. Amir Abdullah. Apparently he's going to be RB1 today. So I took him versus Denver. If they're going to probably run the ball early. So, if he can get me over 10, 15 points or 10 points at least, that would be a good, good for the value that I bought him at. And then Houston playing Tennessee. I just don't like Tennessee. Obviously, you see they're the 32nd ranked team. So hopefully, at that price that I bought them, they can at least get me like the 8.2 that they've been averaging all year.
I agree. I like a lot of this team. I don't know about the Tommy play or not. I would be absolutely more concerned with your defense scoring 3 touchdowns on our abysmal offense that we're going to have out there. But it'll be interesting to see. It will be very interesting to see what happens. The Houston defense tapping. I don't know. Tapping. You got to tell them what's going to happen. We need tapping here to educate some folks what's going on. But I see it. I definitely see it. I expected people to be overinvested in Mixon today after his incredible performance last week. That's what I kind of expect to see is people to be overinvested in Mixon. Be interesting to see. I don't know. But yeah, it's time for me to go ahead and give a start here real quick. And let me see what I can find. I think I just need to do another one of these real quick. I totally forgot that I've got to do this. And then I've got to do one over here, which was, I totally remember what I needed to do. Let's do this. And then we're going to switch this to, not switching it to that. Not, waiting. Let's do professional streamers here, chat. Just don't worry. Professional here, right? We're professionals.
It's only week 12, guys. We have about 6 more weeks to figure this out.
Yeah, exactly. Professional streamers. You know, when you change things in the middle of the year, like we did, you know, it's get a little upset with yourself. And let's add this thing here. We're gonna add a new one called. Wait, is it this? Where did you go? Okay, got it.
Bear with us.
We fine. We're good. Slow it is though. This is the problem that I have to wait, and then you click on it. Supposed to change instantly right to that icon. You see, it takes it's a 5-second lag time. It's killing me. Chat, how y'all doing? Man, I'm surprised nobody complained. It's totally fine to complain. Let us know that something terrible happened.
These guys stink.
Right? What are y'all doing? Like, do you even know how to stream? Jeez. All right, so let's change the slate. For those of you that don't know, what we're talking about here is this daily DraftKings. It is a Sunday through Monday. It's a full 12 games that we're running. So make sure
Except
you
for
choose.
next week.
Next week it's Thursday, but this week we're just talking is this week and Sunday. We are running it, and so we got full 12 games to choose from. We will not be playing any Washington players. The good news is that I don't think I had to choose the Saints or the Falcons this week, right?
Yeah, I want to hammer that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know if that worked or not. They probably heard you.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, what's up, Omega? It doesn't bother you? Oh, I appreciate that. A little working. Yeah, this is terrible. Isn't that right, Joe? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, one of those things of we're working through it. We're I realize we got probably another couple, maybe weeks, maybe a month before we get to ESPN quality level.
Yeah.
But the analyzation and the advice here is so much better than you'll find on ESPN.
We're just basically trying to see who the real ones are.
Right.
The day ones.
Exactly. Exactly. It's going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's going to happen. But what I like about this is that there's no Saints or Falcons playing this weekend. So for me, I don't have to exclude a lot of players. I get options here, right? Yeah. So let's take a look at this. Joe Mixon, boom, right there, 8,000. Got Justin Herbert at 5,400 going against that Baltimore defense. I think who was it? It was Tappan. Tappan was telling us on Thursday that the Ravens have a pretty bad defense. Yeah,
the Browns were going to win, and we were like, no way, and then the Browns won.
I know it was absolutely incredible, and it was wild. Yeah, the Browns continue to fuck me in different ways, and I really would appreciate if they'd stop.
So I see why you go flex there because you don't have any other money, but I love everything about that lineup outside of the flex.
Outside of the flex, yeah, I hear you.
I understand that you have no other choice at 2,500 probably.
Yeah.
But going other than that screams yes, please.
Right. I agree. I'm with you on that. And my only thing for me is I'm going to use it. I'm using this fucker. Hell yeah. Let's go. I like it. I absolutely like it. We're going to use that one for sure. And then the other thing we're going to load up on it.
Although
that's what we're going to do.
You got who you have there at quarterback with Rush. So maybe he is a good play at 2,500.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It really is hard to say, like what the specifics are going to be. But when it comes down to what the Cowboys are going to do and what that Dallas team can do, I don't know. I'm not convinced or sold that it's going to be that it's going to be like all, rainbows and sunshine over there. But I can absolutely see a path to where they don't lose by 15, like the sports books are saying, like that's the part for me. So Scotty Too Hottie, welcome in. Ignored. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. You have to see what we have to go over here. I'm sorry. Y'all see, I did. I said yo at the beginning. All right. That's so sorry. We're so sorry, Scotty. We're very sorry. Yeah.
We have some
we have a lot of things going on.
studio
here,
malfunctions going on.
Oh man. Yeah. It's the multi-stream is not capturing all the chats, and it's one of those things. So we do not mean to ignore you by any stretch of the imagination. So, not a big deal. Yeah, I appreciate that.
It's a huge deal.
Well, I mean, it's a big deal for us. I'm glad
Yes.
you're not making it a big deal. I'm not glad you're not making it a big
Hate
deal.
missing
So,
comments and messages.
yes, exactly.
Unless they're
Yeah.
about Cowboys.
That's true. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, those things we don't really care about. So, but yeah, I mean, do we think that Dallas is going to lose by 15? Like, is that an actual depiction of what we think is going to have happen right now?
They're going to look like Alabama did. Probably too soon for El Jefe there. Too.
Oh wow! As an Alabama fan and a Dallas fan, Hefe has gone into hiding. Ooh. Wow. Oh, plot twist. They win. I mean, look, when the money gets this high, Scotty, I'm not going to lie. There's no shot that they lose by 11 or 12. But like that money line, I mean, is moving. It is moving. Let's click on that. All right, cool. So then let's go ahead and luckily my balance has stayed the same without any new deposits in this league. So I've been riding this the entire season off of what we won last year. The entire season off of what we won last year.
Awesome.
So yeah, I haven't had to put a single dime into DraftKings all year.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, like not a single dime, and it's basically the same as it was to start the season. So this week you see a lot of trap games. Scotty, you're not wrong. I did some parlays. I'm not going to share all of them on stream. I did a bunch of like 3-leg like loser, upset parlays, money lines, and a couple covers. Like I did the same thing. I will put them in Discord, but it's just too much to go over. But we could talk a little bit about who I think maybe has a chance in the weekly pick'ems for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll get there. So, all right. So we got that. Make sure we're dropping this in here, guys. If you don't know, you're living under a rock right now, or you're brand new to the stream. Either way, it's totally fine.
Yeah, you can join the fun.
Yes,
we've been getting over 10 for the last few weeks.
Exactly. That means 50 to a winner. Come get your free $50. I mean, it's our $50. But you know, like, come get your free $50. We'll drop it in everywhere we can. I do not want to ignore Kick. Very sorry. We'll make sure we get added in there because it's not rebroadcasting to Kick either. And we'll get that going. TikTok also, I think, right? Should we TikTok if you're out there?
Yeah, why not drop it
if you're out there? Kevin on TikTok, we missed your follow. We do appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry about that, Kevin. Thank you.
Yeah, Kevin, we suck. We're terrible. But yeah, I do appreciate that follow. Thank you. But feel free to join and join up anytime y'all want. This is the DraftKings. You can get in on the fun. Yeah, we're missing everything everywhere, guys. It's
been a morning.
It's so if we do this, I think, right? Boom. Okay, so there's all three chats. We got them.
Yeah.
We got them. We just can't see the stream anymore. We have no idea
it's fine.
where we're at or what's going on. We have no idea what's happening. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But all right, so we're in here, and then we can do.
You know what we need? Like on the maybe it has it here. You can have like a 4-box.
Ish. The challenge is this one. The sizing issues and some things like that. But we got to work it out. We got to work it out for sure. So we go to contests and then we do the same thing here, right? Give this a little paste to Rooney's. All right, cool. So now we're in. We can import up the lineup that we just created. We're going to bring this one in. Boom. And then for me, because I'm just a degenerate gambler. I don't know if any of y'all like to gamble. I mean, if you're on the stream and you don't like to gamble, what are you doing here? Not too sure. If you're on the stream and you have a gambling issue, please go seek help and do what you got to do. But I'm just throwing that out there. Like we're gonna gamble. We're gonna put a little. We're just gonna go find some units that we can drop this into. So let's go ahead and go to entries. Let's load the lineup up and let's get in here. Let's get it started. Now that we got our coins and our hold on, what do we have to do? Wait.
Yeah, you have to go.
We have to do something.
You have
Hold
to
on.
click
Scotty told us
crowns,
here. Crowns? Is it
maybe that's
crown? No, crowns is not clickable.
missions.
Where's missions at? I gotta find fucking mission. Rewards. Here we go. Missions. There we go. All right. Sick. So we got a mission. Next mission is available in 13 hours. What happened here? So it's been a little while. I earned something. Okay. Yes. I literally have no idea what the fuck we're doing. I still didn't learn this. They give you all this stuff to gamify shit, and I have no idea. It's like getting free shit. Is this like Sky Miles? And I don't even know how to use them. Is that really what we're going with right now? Yeah, exactly. Like, is this what's happening here? Sign lineup.
If you can't do it for 13 more hours.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's totally and utterly unhelpful right now. So, entries. This is what we want. Load the lineup. That's what I'm trying to get after. Okay, so let's get this lineup. Let's get it loaded in. We're gonna do some of my favorites, which are just head to heads. We're gonna cap this thing. I don't want to go too crazy though. We're gonna cap it though. So you ran $4 to $3.50 on your crowns. No shit.
Wow.
All right, so I see what you're saying. We gotta get that shit figured out for sure. But let's go to a couple of little head to heads here, right? You know, I'm a big fan of these head to heads. Like I do enjoy them. Let's run this balance down just a little bit. Let me get some multipliers though. I'm a big fan of these $1 and $2 multipliers as well. Let's turn 1 into 2, 2 into 4, yada yada yada. You know how that goes. Those are maxed out. Oh, now Dave's a sad better right now. But yeah, these are a lot of fun. Like I said, I like to just run along the line here. Enter in all of them.
Sam.
You know what I mean?
In.
Yeah, welcome in. Okay. Yep. I'm paying attention. Okay. Sorry. Let's go. And then there is some tournaments that I don't mind jumping in some of these bigger tournaments here. Again, I'm a low stakes player. I'm not a high stakes player, right? I'm just looking for the home
risk,
runs,
big reward.
Exactly. A little bit here and there, not trying to do anything too crazy. I will get into a satellite and a qualifier though, because these are fun. These little quarter qualifiers.
Yes.
They can get you a big ticket to the giant millionaires, so started learning a little bit more about those things. Again, I was much more into this 3 years ago and I've fallen off. I've fallen out of favor. But we're down to roughly the 350 mark. We're going to pause it there and we're going to let it go. That's the responsible mark. We did a little 75 piece chicken nugget McDinners over here. Okay. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing right now. We're going to go ahead and call that a day. And that's the DraftKings. Link is in the chat. Feel free to jump in. It's in the chat all the time. You should be good to go right there. Let's do this just to make sure we can see this. It's in the wrong thing. We don't need to see that anymore, so that can go away. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so then now we can bring back up this, and we're good to go. So that's the DraftKings for fantasy. Good luck. Get in. Reminder: everybody get in the daily fantasy if you should so choose. Let's talk a little. Bit about our picks and what we got going on in our pools. Right. So this is an important one as well. Can I do this? I can. Okay, cool. So with the Fave 5 that we've got going on, this is, for those of you who don't know, we got into the Fave 5. We pick 5 games each week of what we actually think is going to happen. It's against the spread. Currently, I'm sitting at about $10 back on a $5 drop-in, right? So I'm doubling my money. It's not great, okay? I'm a little above 500. It could be much better, but hey, I'm losing shit. So you know what? When you ain't losing, you're winning, and if you're winning, you're winning, which is fantastic. So that is what I consider to be super, super exciting. I unfortunately fucking chose against the Cleveland Browns, and once again, the Browns have fucked me. Jameis Winston haunts me to this day. Okay, I can't get rid of fucking losing because of Jameis fucking Winston. All right, it is what it is. What am I gonna do? We're here, and it's it's sad, but it's the reality that we live in. Jameis Winston continues to just lay it on me. But,
win or loss.
Yeah, this week though, a lot of giant fucking spreads. So with those, I had to say, you know what? I think the Vikings win this game. I think they pull away late. Give me the Vikings by 6 maybe. So that's where I kind of landed right there. But I think they pull away late. I like the Cardinals to win outright. I like the Niners. I do need to see if I can change this actually, because I had the Niners before I realized that they were going to be playing their entire scout team. I'm changing that pick, by the way. I'm changing it to the Packers. We'll see what the spread looks like, but I'm changing it. I'm not riding with that. That's not happening. That's absolutely not happening. So,
Okay.
sorry. That's a change. I'm not riding along with it, but I absolutely have the fucking Rams plus 2.5.
Totally get it.
I have the Rams. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm changing it. Brock Purdy's not playing. Trent Williams isn't playing. And I mean, they didn't look good with their starters. So if the backups are the backups for a reason, right? No, I'm out on all that. So I got to find the app, and I'm changing it literally right now. But let's see, who do you like in your Fave 5 this week?
Yeah, I got the Lions. Give me that game by 14. I'd still take the Lions. I like the Vikings here. I think the Cardinals will beat the Seahawks. They're sneakily good this year. Is it that, or is their division just that wide open? I don't know, but I like the Cardinals. I got the Eagles winning. I think that they're just better team. I know they're going to LA, but I think they're just more well-rounded, both sides of the ball. And then the Harbaugh Bowl tomorrow night. You got brothers coaching again for the second time. I think the second time. Last time was in the Super Bowl. Third time?
Yeah, third time. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
the Ravens, I like them here after last week's loss to the Steelers. I got them. So I got both East Coast teams going, the West Coast teams in LA beating the LA teams this week in primetime games. That's my Fave 5 for this week, week 12.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I could see the Chargers game going either way. I do think the Rams are going to win. So, just slight disagreement. But other than that, 7.5 points is a lot. I get it.
Yeah.
The Lions got all the offense in the world.
The Colts aren't good.
Colts are not very good, especially on defense. But still, 7.5 points it feels like the only team avoiding these spread things is the Lions this year. So, I totally get it. But, man, it's so many points. And last year, it felt like every game was super decided, super close,
Yeah.
So that makes a ton of sense here. Oh, I can do this. Let's go. That's exactly what we wanted right there. That's perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
You hear that? What's up, Nate? How you doing? Oh no. Oh no. Nate's going to be here for the receipts. Is that what I'm hearing? You're here for the receipts?
Okay.
After the game? I mean, look, I respect it, and I don't think you lose by 7.5, but
you lose by 14.
Yeah, I mean, ouch.
So this week I got a passing, a rushing, a receiving, and a few other kind of weird ones. I got Sam Darnold passing for at least 175 against that Bears defense. I think the Bears will be down by a lot in the second half that they're going to be passing. So I see Caleb Williams getting 175. I like Baker Mayfield against our terrible secondary, getting 200 yards passing. Tommy DeVito, I could only take him for 150. I couldn't take him for any less than that, so I went for 150.
Less?
Yeah.
Against our shit-ass secondary?
I don't think he plays the whole game.
Oh, gotcha.
Type deal.
Yeah.
I got Tua going against my New England. I see Hill and Waddle having a big day, and Jonnu Smith, he's been killing it lately too. There, I got him going for 200. C.J. Stroud, I see him going off today against Tennessee. I think they're wearing the Oilers jerseys in Tennessee, or Tennessee's wearing them in Houston, one or the other. I got Patrick Mahomes all over the Panthers today, so easily 200 yards. And I'm double, triple, quadruple down on the Lions, all over the Indianapolis baby Colts, 225 yards. I'd probably take him for 400 again this week, like he did last week. But I see a heavy dose of the run game there in the second half because they're going to be upside by so much.
Wow. I mean, bold predictions is where it's at. So basically what you're saying is start everyone on the Lions offense.
Yep. You can, I heard that at Bam Bam 1013 if you'd like that, Gunna. Double down on that if you'd like. And then I expect you in here next week. Tell me I was wrong. I'd love it.
Yeah, hey, you got to get in. You got to get in the daily. You got to get in the daily and just come in here and let people know. That's what you got to do. You got to let Bam Bam know. Get in the daily. Pick all your Colts players.
Yeah,
show them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Do it.
Please
score 40 points.
That might be
it's fine.
That might be a donation. Ouch.
So this is receiving yards. I got Calvin Ridley. Calvin Johnson came out of retirement.
You got Calvin Johnson?
Yeah, I got Calvin Johnson.
Chad, I don't think he's hitting that one. I do not think Calvin Johnson's hitting the parlay this week. Normally, he was good. But this week, I think we might be in trouble.
Yeah, this week we might be in a little trouble. I got Calvin Ridley going for 50 yards. Same type deal. They might be down. They are going to be down late, passing the ball. He's going to get his. Nico Collins, he's going to help me this week rather than screwing me, or he's going to screw me and not get 50 yards. I got him going over 50. Malik Neighbors, if we're going to have a chance today, he's going to have a good game, 50 yards or more.
He's going to get 150.
DJ Moore.
150 from Malik.
And the Bears are going to be down to the Vikings. They're going to be passing the ball. Get me 40 yards for him. Jonnu Smith, I like him lately. He's been killing it. He gets 25 yards. DeAndre Hopkins, again, they're going to be all over the Panthers. My only worry there is they're going to be up by so much that they might forget about the passing game in the second half. He gets 50 yards. And then St. Brown, 50 yards. He might have that in the first quarter.
Woo! The amount of smack talk that's going on right now. But
I don't hate the Colts. I just really think the Lions are really good.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Lions are the most overrated team we've seen in football history. And I think that's the challenge that I have. They've run the score up on Jacksonville and some other teams that just aren't that good, and then a secondary like ours, which is completely and utterly trash, they couldn't score against. So I saw it firsthand. Like, there's a way that you beat the Lions, and you just have to come out and be more physical than them. And it's easy to do. Like, they're not a physical team; they're a finesse team. Jared Goff's got to throw the ball a bunch. He's got to, that pass protection has to hold up. And if you can figure out the pass protection, the Lions will fold like a house of cards. So it'll be interesting to see. They're a good team. They're just, they're not the two-time reigning defending Super Bowl champions that were 9-1. Have a better record, or I guess same record now. So it'll be interesting to see. But people certainly are putting them on the pedestals of the Chiefs and other areas where, they got to show up in the playoffs too. Like, that'll be another big one. But yeah, we'll see. We will see.
This is my rushing parlay for the day.
Looks like it.
I got Kareem Hunt. I hate unders, but Pacheco's coming back today. So I couldn't, with a good conscience, say that he's going to get majority of the rushes there, especially this might be his only year there because he only really came in with the Pacheco injury. I see him getting, majority of the carries because, you don't want to rush him back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I see him going under only because of the split back deal there. Chuba Hubbard, if he doesn't get it early, like he breaks a big one, I could see this being an issue because they might abandon the run in the second half. But I have him going over 54 or 55 because of the 0.5 there. But I like him there. He's been getting it week to week, but he hasn't gone up against Kansas City's defense. I got Jahmyr Gibbs going over 65.5 because again they're the Lions in my opinion, and they're playing the Colts. And then I got Tyrone Tracy. Big game. If we're gonna have a chance again with Neighbors, we're also gonna need to rely on our rookie running back, and I have him going for 63.
Yeah, I mean, everything here makes sense. I won't argue with any of it right there. All right.
And then I just put a little dollar down, taking a chance on some of these, proven commodities here. Your big time players making big time plays
in big time games.
Yeah. So you got divisional game against the Bears. I got Justin Jefferson getting in the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. We're not playing for much, but he's proven to be the number one moving forward. I think.
Can I really just say in big time games after looking at the slate of games that are here?
I mean,
don't roast me, chat. Don't roast me.
For some of these teams, it's big time. Like for us, we're playing for a top draft pick, while all the while still trying to compete in games. Tyrone has taken over number one over Singletary, I think, for the foreseeable future. I think Tyreek Hill, he's had ever since getting arrested in week one, he hasn't had a touchdown.
No,
only in week one when he was playing pissed off.
Yeah,
I think he finds the end zone today against the Patriots. Nico Collins gets in the end zone against Tennessee. Like I said, I like everything about the Chiefs against the Panthers today. I see Kelsey getting in, and St. Brown, I see him getting in. So if I can turn $1 into 176, that'd be a good little turnaround.
And this is free from smack talk, but Amon-Ra St. Brown has scored a touchdown in like a million straight games or some shit like that.
Yep.
I think that those type of things matter to this team, to Detroit, for some reason, right? Like streaks matter, score matters.
Yeah.
Like they're a college team in all essence. Like they care more about the stats than the most important stats, which is the W, which is
gotten 9 of.
They have gotten 9 of them, but they care more about these type of stats. So that's something to keep an eye on. Look
Tied
at
for the
as a
most
better,
in the league.
At a better, yeah. I get it. I hear you. They're
So they've gotten
not that
the
good a
most
football team.
important stat.
This
9
year,
times.
This year, and then last year.
Yeah, but as they say, these aren't your same old Lions.
They said that last year,
and they weren't. They lost in the playoffs in the NFC Championship because of like if they had like what 2 more plays. I think
they blew a 14-point lead.
Yeah.
In the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
So like it ain't just 2 more plays. Like they had chances to make play after play after play. And they just don't. Like that's the big challenge here. So they're the bully in the yard, and if they can't get going bullying people, you just punch them right back in the mouth.
But as far as my anytime touchdown scores for the majority of the season, I feel like most confident about this one.
Oh yeah, Amon-Ra's going to get a touchdown. Yeah, like, I'm just saying, like they care about it. So, and if you're going to do Justin Amon-Ra, like I can't believe it's only minus 102. Like I would be minus 200 if I'm in a sports book. We'd be minus 200 the rest of the way, unless they go against a solid defense. Which
I'm saying in a
they're not
whole
going
for
to
like
today.
a 6-piece.
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident about any 6. I mean, I definitely gotten less than my 10 pieces, which
Yeah.
eventually I got there.
Yep.
So hopefully this can hit. That'd be a good little payday for one bean.
Oh yeah. Oh, exactly. A little drop in the bucket turns into a big drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And then of
This
course,
I hate. Every part of this I hate.
and then of course, if you didn't know, my team is playing Diamond Dave's team today. I've been personally waiting for this all year, because this is for a high draft pick, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely for draft seeding. Unfortunately, we still have a chance here. You think Samaje Perine gets a touchdown today, Scotty? It's an interesting one.
He's a chief, I think.
Yeah. I don't.
So he'd be a third back.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
With Pacheco coming in.
Yeah, he's definitely been like a third down back, maybe a little better in pass protection.
Goal line type deal.
Yeah, or they're up big and they're up gigantically. I see it. I see it. It's
I
with the
would
odds.
like to see the odds on that one.
Yeah, I bet you that's probably that's got to be plus 250, plus 300. I assume.
Yeah, put a little 5-piece on it.
Yeah. I might just go do that. I might just go do that as a standalone. We'll see.
So, I got DeVito going for 175, Baker going for 170. I kind of like matched here. Neighbors, Evans, kind of your star wide receivers. Wandell getting 3 receptions, kind of a no-brainer. I think with DeVito coming in, he's going to try to, get the ball all around the field to different targets, see what works for him. Tyrone Tracy, 40 yards rushing. I kind of went lower on the picks here, just, little comfort pick. And then you guys got that split back type deal, so I just went 25 each. I feel like that was safe.
Yeah.
So this is like nothing major here. It's kind of like a safe bet.
Yep.
But the only one, like I said, that worries me here is the Tommy DeVito passing yards. Everything else kind of feels like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, probably all these things are going to happen.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could absolutely see it. So, yeah, Pacheco's being back. We kind of feel the same way. Like I think Pacheco will get some use, but they'll ease him back in an easy game, Scotty, for sure. Welcome in, Braden. So start Aaron Jones or Cortland Sutton PPR.
Sutton.
I like Sutton a lot.
Yeah.
I do. I like Sutton a lot.
No question there.
Yeah, I do.
Nix has been killing it. Sutton is just, the last few games has been taken off.
Yeah.
He's already been the wide receiver one, but he was a little absent to start the season. But yeah, the last 3-4 games, he's shown why they got rid of Judy and kept him.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Aaron Jones just has a tougher matchup in general, and I think Sutton is ascending, playing against an easier matchup. I think that just that makes sense. So, also Geno or Tua for your quarterback. Oh man, you got Tua going against New England, and their defense has not looked great. That one's tough. Geno's coming off that giant sleeper win that he just put the San Francisco 49ers to bed. Give me Tua.
Cardinals,
Give me Tua. Give me Tua all day long. Tua's got better weapons. Tua's going against a worse matchup. Give me Tua. Give me Tua all day long.
The only thing with Tua is he's going to stay in the game.
Yeah, I mean, you always have that worry, obviously, with injuries and everything else. And But yeah, I mean, I think they do, because that's another team that loves to front run, and they love to scoreboard. They love to scoreboard watch, right? So yeah, give me them. Give me
And
them.
then we got and we got DJ Moore or Calvin Ridley, not Johnson.
Yes, Calvin, not Johnson, Ridley, or DJ Moore. I like Ridley a little more here. I don't know. That one's close. That's
so you got the Titans going against the Texans,
right?
And then you have the Bears going against the Vikings.
Yes,
both terrible matchups.
yeah.
I just think Ridley. I think you rely on Ridley more than you do. I think they got more weapons in Chicago. I think where Ridley is like the guy type deal. It's like him and Pollard type deal. So I think the upside on Ridley is higher than DJ Moore, just for the fact that they kind of rely on Ridley more.
I agree. You just got a little bit more weapons in Chicago. A rookie quarterback versus a second-year quarterback. The quarterbacks are probably the same. So Houston is playing. Yeah, that's what you got. Houston is playing Ridley. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ridley's playing.
Yeah. No, you said Denver. Isn't Denver playing the Las Vegas today? Yeah, I think it's
the Broncos are playing the Raiders.
Yeah. They got the Raiders today. So yeah, I think that's where we land, Braden. And Scotty, I land a little bit more towards Ridley. I like the upside. I think you're probably looking at both players that might get you just 10, but I think Ridley's capable of doing 20, and I just don't see that out of Moore.
Jacoby Myers,
Yeah. Oh, you were looking at Myers. Gotcha. Yeah. Did you? I don't know if I trust Myers against that secondary. I don't.
You trust Bowers.
Yeah. I mean, Bowers is probably going to be the one, over the middle, they're susceptible, but they got a pretty good secondary in Denver. It's not terrible.
Yeah. They need some help there. If they can go out and sign a quarterback like Daniel Jones, get a wide receiver 1, Brock Bowers, and a running back. Yeah, they're only like 6 players away from being good in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, maybe 6 players on offense, 6 players on defense, a head coach, and a front office. So, I think so. But yeah, I mean, it's more the spectacle that they got going on.
But you got TB12 in the front office now. He's not going to allow for scrubs to be coming in there anymore.
Oh, you know what? We'll see what happens. Is he more focused on his ownership career or his broadcasting career? I wonder.
Yeah, so I agree. He did look a little rough on Thursday. I think he already knew what was coming on Friday. I think they already had a discussion whether he was going to be released, hence the interview. I think that was just like a little precursor to the releasing. But I think overall, I think he's happy to get out of that situation. The noise has been loud for the last 2-3 years, ever since he signed that contract. I just know my skin. I don't think I could deal with the constant New York media, and I love the Giants, but like, I don't know how Eli did it. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely takes a certain moxie or bravado, if you would, to do that. I guess I don't know what makes some people able to handle it and others not. It is
I definitely do. Did you see the podcast with Shador?
I have not.
When you look into that after we get off here, they were basically asking him how they felt about going to New York, and how he answers the question is very interesting. I'll just say that it was kind of telling to what his feelings are about getting drafted to that situation.
Interesting. We'll have to take a look. Make, Tucker Kraft, Theo Johnson, or Luke Shootamaker, full PPR. Smart money's on Luke Shootamaker. Smart money is on Luke Shootamaker because he's getting 50 today.
So I've always been a tight end guy. When you get a quarterback change or a quarterback that you're not too comfortable with, it just seems like they're number one. But you got Malik Neighbors, that's good, and you got Wandell, and you got Slayton, and you got Jalen Hyatt, who hasn't really done much, but maybe today because of the new quarterback change. I'm not touching Theo, even though he's a Giant. I'm not going there. I'm going Tucker Kraft.
Yeah.
He's kind of the only,
Kraft's your proven commodity. Yeah. I think it depends on it depends if it's a weekly league and you're just picking somebody up, or if it's a daily league and there's money on it, right? Shootamaker is the best value, according to the AI intelligence that I used. Theo Johnston is an interesting one because we have Levante David, who's an aging, very good cover linebacker. And then we have Kenny Britt, who is basically a standstill version of Peyton Manning in there. So unless Theo Johnston runs directly into Kenny Britt Kenny Britt will not be covering him in any way, shape, or form. So it gets scary. Like the more teams realize like the fact that our linebackers can't really cover, mostly because Levante is just 35 and older, and he could hold up. He's serviceable, but he's no longer as good as he used to be. And then the other guy is a fucking liability. Like he's absolutely not good. And I'm sorry, KJ Britt. You're a great downhill guy. You're a thumper. I get it. But when you're in the game and if they don't check to a fucking pass, they don't have fucking eyeballs. Anyway, that's how I feel about it.
And then your other question, I like the Chiefs defense going against Carolina over Washington. That's a divisional game. And yeah, Dallas has sucked like I thought they would this year, but it's still a divisional game. And you still got Michael Parsons over there, and you still got CD Lamb, and it's going to be a better game than I think people are going to think it is.
I agree.
But I just think that if you got the Chiefs 9-1 going against Carolina, I don't even know their record, but it's not good. I think the Chiefs there give you the better chance.
Yeah. Yeah, Scotty, I'd have to agree with that. Yeah, I think Detroit defense all the way. And that just has to do with a lot more with Indianapolis. Sorry about this, Nate. We're burying the Colts fans today. I'm sorry. Anthony Richardson is so liable to throw an interception and possibly even a pick six. I mean, I'm just saying it doesn't look good. So yeah, I would take Detroit defense. Plus they're going to be up big. They're going to be headhunting. So I feel like, again, this is a nice little front runner game for Detroit. Now that I think about it, yeah, they probably win by 21. They probably do. And they just keep that train like riding super high all the way till the games get tighter. It'll be interesting to see.
It's getting to that point now with fantasy, like where if you've locked up a position or you feel pretty comfortable, like this morning I was looking at like some waivers or some people in free agency, and I'm like, like is there somebody in my league that like could pick this person up? And even though I'm not playing him, I pick somebody up who's going to be sitting on my bench because I'd much rather him be on my bench than him go crazy for some other person.
Go ham against you in 3 weeks,
Yeah. So it's getting to that weird point to where like, math is mathing and you're trying to figure out who to sit, who to drop, who's going to be good in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's getting there.
Yep. No, I could not agree more with that. It's now's the time for defense, right? That's your whole goal. Get to 10 wins, lock up your playoff seeding, and then jockey for that position those last couple of weeks. Get ready for the playoffs. Box people out of having the better defenses, right? Because I was a guy who always rode hot hand on defense, right? Like I would take the best matchup each week. Fuck the defense. I didn't even draft one if I could avoid it in the draft,
Kickers
right?
too.
Yeah, kickers. Mostly you find someone who's like solid, not going to like lose your points.
Unless back then you get Justin Tucker.
Yeah. You get unless you have one of the top two or something like that, and you accidentally get him. But again, I just never put that much faith into him because the difference between mid level and top level kicker is almost nothing, and the difference between mid level and bottle is just a little slightly bigger than that. So it was an interesting math problem that you always got to play, but I got this 10 leg. All I got are the big ones. I am swinging for the fucking fences. I want a moonshot. I am like Curry pulling up from the fucking parking lot today. Okay. And I know this is not expanded. I'm sorry. I couldn't get a screenshot of the whole thing. I just wanted to share this. Well, we got a little 5-piece McNugget to turn into 12K McNuggets. I don't know if any of y'all are out there, but I'm diabetic. I need my fucking McNuggets. Okay. I'm ready for it. I can't.
Is it anytime touchdowns?
This is a mixture, right? So this is some anytimes. This is everything. I got more here. We glanced over that real quick. This is the same version of anytime touchdowns, and I believe there's some receptions in there.
Yeah.
I just took the same thing and I did the round robin wagers in there. So I put $1, right, on 44 different variations of that same 10-piece that I just had, and that has a max return of 1,200 chicken McNuggets, right? So this is my first time. You do your first parlay, you add your round robin, and then it says, okay, any 6 of the 10 that you've chosen in any combination hit, boom, we'll get some back. So my goal here is that I've won a bunch of micro round robins here, and I can get my $44 back at least, and then some. Like that's
I have no idea how this works.
Yeah, because it doesn't show you like all of them. Obviously, it doesn't put 44 bets in your bet slip. So that's the part that was a little like, well, shit, I kind of want to see them all. But maybe it takes some time. Maybe AI's got to work its thing. All right, maybe ChatGPT is doing its, you know, all that shit. But we'll when I head back into it, we'll see what it comes up with. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. But as you can see, like the people that we've got in here, I've got Tyreek Hill. We talked about that. Justin Jefferson. I got Andre Swift, right? You know, we got Hunter Henry. You know, we got some favorites for touchdowns, if you would, but nothing too outlandish, you know?
No, things that can happen.
Yeah, exactly. This is my more safe bet. I went with a couple of passing touchdowns. I like Stroud. I like Goff. I like Mahomes. I like Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is at 1 on a passing touchdown.
As he should.
I think he should get 1. I think he could get 1, right? And then we got 2 coming from Goff, Stroud, and Mahomes, which they need to, right? If they're going to win their respective games, I see this happening. So this is a super safe one here. So you're just jealous that you can't roll the R's? What?
Well, the previous said it says 6 R's, I think. No, round rob. Never mind. I thought it said 6 R's.
Yeah. 6 is right. Yeah. Is that what I did? But did I do that thing? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It might have been that. I'm not too sure. I don't know if you're commenting on what I said or you can't. Oh, you can't roll the round robins. You mean? I'm not sure. I'm still lost. We'll continue on. This is my safer bet. We talked about having safe bets. I think those are important. This is also a little bit of a safer bet. I like Noah Brown at 35. 30. This is not. This is actually a little bit of a long shot. This one's a little bit more complicated. So, this is I went with a couple folks that I thought maybe might not get so many. A lot of favorites here though, right? Like Evans at 56 yards. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. I don't know. Noah Brown, maybe. Demario Douglas, I'm also maybe. He's been hot lately. Like they've been trying to get him the ball. You know, Drake May's been trying to feed him over there. Laporta, I for sure see that happening. Tank Dell, I definitely see they're going to have to take some pressure off of Nico Collins. I think 50 yards makes sense for him.
Yeah.
You know, DJ Moore, Hopkins. I went with a lot of these lower yardage totals that I thought were going to be kind of like no brainers. But you know, this is what I like out of the receiving field. This is why I see kind of safe money. I tried to go safe here. I didn't want to swing for the fences on all of them. You know what I mean? Not all of them, but just most of them. This is an interesting one.
Parlays in here.
I got a lot of parlays. And I have so many more. I don't know what got into me. I just started doing it. I just started going crazy. For some reason, I thought I didn't have enough. So my problem is that for each one that I put a buck in, I had to do one without a buck because I felt like I was doing a disservice to my team because I've spent too much time thinking that we're going to actually do anything, and we're just not. So Jaden Daniels, 225. I like it. These are all alternate. I'm almost positive these are alternate. Baker at 230. I don't know. Drake May, probably. I feel like they might be down, trying to play catch up to the Dolphins. Stroud and Darnold, I also like a lot of these folks. I'm like, all right, you know, I could see it. But again, little fiver might turn into 138. We'll see what happens. This is it. I put in a 10-legger, and I said, you know what? I got to do one with a buck in there. I got to, but I mean,
Kate Otton's right. Good choice.
Kate Otton's not a terrible choice. You know, I feel like, you know, we'll see what happens. Again, I like the linebackers a lot from the Giants, but he's just been hot lately. You know, Kate Otton's been hot. So, but you can see right here. We'll pause. You can take a look at it. But Kate Otton, CeeDee Lamb, Brian Robinson, Hunter Henry, Jalen Waddle, Jonathan Taylor, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Joe Mixon, Roshan Johnson, Aaron Jones, Travis fucking Kelce. And that would turn into 63,000 chicken McNuggets. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm hungry. All right, feed my diabetic ass. Give me all the McDonald's that you could possibly give me. And then I did the exact same bet without Kate Otton. The exact same bet without Kate Otton, just because I don't want the Bucks to hurt me in the long term. So, look, and if Kate Otton's, if the top one hits, that means the bottom one hits. And that's a lot of chicken McNuggets. All right, everybody? That's a lot of fucking chicken McNuggets. So that'll be super, super interesting.
I'm actually dropping this one in there.
This is the expanded view of what we're looking at right here. So this is the same one. I think I just made 2 screenshots of it, unfortunately. Oops. Go back. All right. And then I got one that I think this is a little bit more
already happened.
This did already happen, didn't it?
That would have been.
Yep. I never cleared these out. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. That's what it was. I never cleared out the other ones. Okay, cool.
But I did just drop one in.
You dropped one in? All right, cool. Let's check it out real quick. Let's go here.
I forgot I did dabble heavy today.
That's right. That's right.
And then I want to talk about that one at the end.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I just did a 4 quarterback touchdown passing. I think you guys get 2 touchdown passes today. 1 to Evans, 1 to Otten. I got 2 for CJ Stroud against the Titans. I got the Commanders all over Dallas today, getting at least 2. McLaurin's not happy about his 10 yards last week. I think he has a big day today. And then Stafford, 1 to Nakua, 1 to Cup. Still with an Eagles win, but 2 touchdown passes for Stafford. I felt like this was a good one for a 10 times X.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I like it.
A little 5 in the 50 type deal here.
100%. Love it. Love these odds. It makes a lot of sense. I see these all happening pretty handily. Like, 2 minutes in, two quarters into each game, it could definitely be this way.
For sure.
It could also not be this way because,
Football.
football.
It could be a Pittsburgh game where you're only kicking field goals.
Right. Exactly. You never fucking know because it's fucking football. Here we are. So I like it.
That was my quarterback passing touchdowns for the week.
I like it. I like it a lot. Let's talk a little bit about kickers because those of you that don't know, we hit the kickers last week. It was great.
A big one.
Big one. Yeah. Yeah. We absolutely did. I think my win has reignited your love for kicking.
Yeah,
I think that happened.
It definitely did.
Yeah.
So much so that I did one. I haven't done one in like 3 weeks. I got your defense stopping us. Not close enough to punt, but close enough to kick field goals.
That would be more bad Giants than it would be good Bucks if that happens.
So we don't score touchdowns. We get to the red zone, but we don't score touchdowns.
Well, hey, look, we ain't stopping you. We ain't doing that.
So I got Graham Gano kicking 2 field goals, 6 points. I got Jake Moody getting stopped by the Packers defense, kicking 2 field goals, getting 6 points. I got a lot of scoring in the Seahawks Cardinals game, so I got both the Arizona Cardinals and the Seahawks kickers getting 7 points. I got the Colts getting stopped far enough to where they can kick field goals, going for 7 points, maybe 2 field goals, and maybe they do get a touchdown to get the extra point, so 7 points there. And give me the kicker for the Lions to get at least 8 points.
8 touchdowns.
It's going to have to either be like 5 touchdowns and a field goal, but I don't care. Give me the Lions.
All right.
8 kicking points.
Fair enough. That's absolutely fair enough. I like it. I like it a lot. 8 points is always a little scary for me. I'm good on the 7 for some reason, but 8 always feels like it's a lot. So
unless you're the Steelers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Unless you're the Steelers and throughout the course of his 13 illustrious year Hall of Fame first ballot career, Justin Tucker. I'm going to start bottom up. I'm going to start bottom up. Right, you're talking about Justin Tucker, the most accurate field goal kicker in the game. He had a rough year. He's missed, I think, 3 or 4 kicks that you're just not used to seeing that, right? So
that would have won him the game last week.
If he
missed 2.
Yeah. Agreed. So there's kickers on here right above him, Jake Moody, who missed 4 field goals in 1 game, still more than Tucker's missed all season. But yet now we're like questioning, is Tucker even Tucker anymore? So I think Tucker will be fine. You're allowed to have a bad year, down year. It is what it is, but that's what happens, When you're the best of the best of the best, it's like when Tom Brady used to only win 10 games. People be like, he's fallen off. He's cooked. I remember every fucking season, that's what we'd hear, Oh, they had 4 wins and it's, November, or 4 losses this November. Every fucking year, that's what we'd have to hear. He's cooked, he's over with, and he's done. Justin Tucker is still Justin Tucker until he's not, and he still is Justin Tucker. Give me Daniel Carlson. I like Carlson a lot. I also like Indianapolis. I think that happens too. Cairo Santos, give me 2 field goals out of Chicago. Come on, Chicago. Oh, isn't that right? What's up, Scotty? What's up? What are we thinking here? So over, under, how many do we see today? I have no idea, Scotty. I have no idea. Some number that is fine, I guess. 2? I don't know. What do you 3? You got me. I couldn't tell you. So, is that a thing you can bet on? That would be super, super interesting. So that would be
it's all
quite
over
interesting.
Sports.
So yeah. It's a thing. Like, and we don't know, is it ironic? Is it in support? We have no idea at this point in time. Like some people are doing it, You would if you could. Yeah. Some people believe it. Is it ironic? Is it in support? We have no fucking clue. But here's what I gotta say. If you don't want somebody to do a dance on you, keep them out the fucking end zone. That's what I gotta say about it. Like, that's how I feel about dancing and celebration. You're allowed to be happy. If you get into the end zone. The other team doesn't like it. Make sure they don't get in the end zone again. You know, that's all we could say about that for sure. So. All right, I think I got that set up in the middle of what we were doing.
Can we get that link one more time? We only have 6 people in there this week.
DraftKings? Okay, did I get in? I don't even know.
Yep,
all right, cool.
So we're at 6 right now. I'd love to see that hop up to 10. So if you're in there, we got about 2 hours left. Make sure you're hopping in there.
Share with your friends. Yep. Share with your friends. Let them know. Hop on in. Yeah, we always have a bunch of late comers too. You know, we also got to ping everybody in Discord. Actually, that's the other part that we got to do too.
Final countdown.
Let them know. You know what I mean? Yeah, final countdown.
Oh. And again, before we do that, we are running a Thanksgiving Day only one. It's going to be a 3-game slate. The 1, the 4, and the 8-20 game. If we get that up there real quick, 2 good games and then a blowout to finish the day off, in my opinion. The Bears-Lions should be a Lions win, but the Lions never seem to show up on Thanksgiving. Then you got the Giants and the Cowboys. That should be fun and entertaining, right? And then you got the Dolphins and Packers to finish the day off if we're still awake. Because I know I'll be consuming a lot of turkey on that day if you celebrate. If you don't, that's fine too. But 3 okay games for Thanksgiving. I wish they would stop with the Lions and the Cowboys. I know it's tradition, but I'd love to see just some other teams on Thanksgiving at this point.
Yeah, hard to say. I mean, it's difficult. If you're a Lions and Cowboy fan, you probably really enjoy it. You know what I mean? You throw it to some of your buddies. Appreciate that, Scotty. Thank you so much. We absolutely appreciate that. Look, we've been giving this fucking money away every week, so you might as well get in there and get a chance and go ahead and take it from us. You know what I mean?
So
welcome in, Vin.
Good luck to
Vin
them
Kage
if they get in.
Welcome in, Vin Kage.
Wait for the day that Vin Kage gets in. That would be really good.
I don't think Vin Kage is ever going to get in this one. I don't think it's for Vin Kage. I don't think so. So
this is the Thanksgiving slate. I'll be making that Tuesday morning. I'll be blasting that on Discord. If you would like to get in, please pay attention to the Discord, as we will not be live Thursday, I don't believe. I mean, we could technically. We'll all be here.
Yeah, I assume so, yeah.
We could do a quick little show before the Giants-Cowboys game if we wanted to.
Yeah, would work for me.
But that would... the thing would have already been live at that point because the Bears and Lions would be played.
Yep.
But yeah, get in there. And there's a Black Friday game.
There is one. Yes, there is. Yeah.
I think it's the Chiefs and somebody.
Chiefs is it Raiders? I'm not sure. Yeah.
It should be a good one.
Yeah.
Black Friday, first time ever. I don't know if they have the opportunity to get the Black Friday in, I might put it in this just to give us a 4th, 5th team or 6th, 7th, 8th team.
Yeah.
Whatever. So keep an eye out for this. It should be fun. And we'll still do our Sunday slate like we always do.
Yep.
You'll just have 4 less teams or 4 less matchups.
Yep. No, it makes sense. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. These are always super tight when they're like this. It'll be really, really interesting. That 4:00 game is going to be really, really interesting. We will see. And then Dolphins Packers. I'm not even sure this game's going to be any good. I just hope I hope they're competitive.
When the season started, I thought that was going to be the game of the week.
You could have been, yeah.
I thought the Giants, were going to be what they are, and I thought the Bears were going to be what they were.
Yeah.
So I thought that, but now it's anybody's ball game with the 4:30 slot. I do think the Lions will win, and I think the Packers will probably blow out the Dolphins, but the Dolphins, could show up.
They could. They certainly could. Yeah.
I just want to see Dave rant. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't really rant anymore. Not my thing. No, I don't really do it anymore.
Yeah, the Falcons and Saints are on bye weeks.
Yeah.
So, it's a pretty peaceful day here.
Yeah, there's nothing really to rant about, Like, what are we going to get upset about,
But with that, should we pick some helmets?
I think we should.
Yeah.
I think we should. Let's get in here.
And remember, if you're out there, if you're on Twitch, you can redeem the override if up to 3 times in the stream. If you don't agree with what the helmet picked, you can always tell us that it was wrong and choose the opposite team.
It's funny. That's the one that you choose to push instead of the one.
What do you mean?
That's funny. That channel point redemption is the one that you choose to push, and then maybe could have talked about making you bet, forcing you to spend some of your hard-earned acorns. I'm just saying, there's one out there. There's one out there. So
there is one out there. It's if you have a parlay that you like and you'd like me to run it. At my discretion, I will bet anywhere from 1 to 5, depending on whether I really like it or if I don't. I choose the amount. You pick the parlay. As long as there's no Cowboys, Commanders, or Eagles on it, and it, we'll go from there.
Sounds good. Bengals on a bye. You finally can do a stress-free day of nothing. Is that right?
That was me. That was us last week.
Right. Yeah. Well, look, Scotty, I've been there a while, so I totally get where you're coming from. But I've been there a while, so that's that's definitely something where I can't.
Rest of season question from
okay.
Drew.
Drew,
welcome in. Mm-hmm. I believe a first-time viewer, so welcome in. Thank you for stopping in. Which two would you rather have? Marvin Harrison Jr., Breece Hall, Nico Collins, or Tyrone Tracy? Well, I'm a big advocate for Tyrone Tracy, depending on who your other running backs are. But I still like him regardless. I'm going to go probably I'm probably going Collins and Tracy just for the fact that I think the Texans offense is a little bit more electric. I think the Cardinals rely on James Conner a little bit more than
Harrison. Yeah. Rookie walls to be concerned with Tracy and Harrison for sure. Breece Hall, I just don't think the Jets are competitive. Yeah, I don't think the Jets are going to be all that competitive at all. Give me Collins, who's good. They're going to be competitive for sure. But the Giants, I don't know if they're going to be competitive either. I mean, going to not using Drew Lock signals, we might want to be in the top 5 of the draft. That signaling might just be one of those things that's like, oh, I don't know.
Well, for me, I think Tyrone has a higher ceiling too, because with the quarterback situation,
they might lean on him.
A little bit more.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Dump down passes.
Yeah,
and they might run the ball a lot.
So
I like Tracy and I like Collins, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now I got a futures here. Tap, and I'll accept your gloating for just a little bit. Feel free, get it out in chat, and we'll come back to that. So my futures bet, where I had Marvin Harrison Jr. as Rookie of the Year, would lead me to believe that over the next end of the season, he's going to go 150 yards, 2 touchdowns every single game.
When we all know it's Jaden Daniels who's winning.
Right, Jaden Daniels is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, Rookie of the Year, et cetera. Yeah,
it's Brock Bowers. But, I'll be honest, I could see a.
Yeah, but Daniels has got it. Yeah. I mean, Daniels would have to basically throw 6 interceptions per game. And then he'd still get it because the media would find a way to.
And I love my boy,
quarterback award.
I love my boy Jared Verse as the defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah.
I had him, and I think I'm going to keep that one for the rest of the year. I think he's been killing it on the defense for the Rams.
Yeah. So Chapin, you were right. I'll get back to that. You were right. I was wrong. I corrected here. Somehow in that fucking trash ass snow game, fucking Jameis Winston finds another way to fuck me, and I'm sick of it, all right? Jameis Winston, get fucked. I'm done with you. Get out of my fucking life for now and forever. I don't ever want to fucking hear that name ever again. Go eat your fucking W's and do whatever the fuck you do. Fuck it, that guy, okay? Fuck that guy, all right? I'm done with Jameis Winston. I'm done with him. The roller coaster of Jameis Winston. All right, there you go. There's your rant. There's your rant, Venkage. Thanks.
There you go.
Clip it and turn it into something cool. Thanks. Oh, man.
And you know why? Because he was an ex-Saint. That's like I said. If he's not
former Buck, former Saint.
Yeah, so if it wasn't a Falcon or a Saint, you weren't going to rant. And you brought up an ex-Saint, so there you go.
Right. Yeah, you drafted by us, goes plays for the fucking enemy. Devin White does the only good thing he's ever done. He did 2 good things: picking off Drew Brees to end the game in the playoffs and destroying his ACL. Those are the 2 good things that Devin White has ever done in his career.
We'll take a look at those after the helmets for sure.
Through your bets in Discord? Oh, nice. Absolutely. We'll take a look at it here. Right as soon as we get our picks, we will come back to that. So you were about to post a Winston meme in the Discord, but decided not to do that.
Oh, no.
Omega, feel free.
Yeah,
feel free.
It's all fun.
Feel free. Absolutely. Look, if the meme's good enough, I will get my Jameis Winston jersey and I'll burn it live on stream. I can't. I'd have to figure out a way to stream outdoors. I'm not setting anything on fire. Indoors.
Yeah, that'd be a little.
So yeah, no, I'm not really a big burn things and shit.
Like I got a Jones jersey and that I'll probably keep. And then I found out you can actually go on Amazon and they have a thing where they'll give you like the sleeve.
Yeah.
And then you just got to like iron press it all over the name. So I'm hoping that when we get Sador, he'll be number 8. And I could just iron press Shador's name over Jones's name.
Interesting. So yeah, I mean that would be interesting. Yeah, considering he's gonna be a buck. I mean, what are you hoping to get him in like 15 years after he like
No,
is done?
absolutely. After you beat us today, we'll have the game. You'll own the victory over us, so we'll even be lesser of a pick than you. And then somehow, if we end up with the same amount of wins losses, we'll own the tiebreaker, so we'll get the pick over you. Yeah,
thinks that Tampa's gonna win today. This guy. Ay. All right, let's get to it. Dual shot. Let's show it up here. All right, cool. So that's kind of good. We can see what the picks look like up here. Yeah. You can see it. You can see the helmets. You can see our reactions to what's going on here.
Got our little handy bucket.
Exactly. We got the bucket going on. I know it's really hard to. Yeah, the whole thing is a little.
There it is.
There it is. Football.
So, helmets are going in.
Yep. All right. First game up. Got the Chiefs and the Panthers.
Yeah, that goes there.
Yep.
Then it's the Panthers.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is super, super interesting that happened. We all believe it's going to be the Chiefs.
Let me tell you the next upset. The Titans by 20.
Titans by 20?
Yeah, all right. Now you're just...
Oh, but now you're showing me. You actually love it? What beating the Houston team? Scott, love it?
Or does he love the Panthers beating the Chiefs?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Loves one of the two. Maybe both of them. I'm not too sure.
And don't forget, he does have his...
KC getting beat.
So he doesn't want to use his override there, is what he's saying.
Right, so you're not using your override. I get it. Yeah, you don't want to put us all on the Chiefs. Otherwise, the upset... Well, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? You got me. Vikings, Bears, anything to talk about here?
I don't think so.
Camera froze?
Oh, it did. We can't see because of this. We're all frozen. Are we back? Type 1 in chat if we're back. Type 1 if we're not frozen anymore.
We're back. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened. I heard the ding 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 in my ear like something got unplugged and plugged back in.
Good.
But I was like, all right, cool.
All right, so we got Vikings, Bears. Not much to talk about here. I like the Vikings on the road in Chicago. Going to Lambeau Field number 2. Did you see that meme out there this week?
Lambeau Field number 2.
Yeah, that's the name.
Home away from home.
That's the name of the stadium now.
I mean, look, Rodgers did tell him that he owned him, and he passed ownership to Jordan Love. So look, until the pack, if the Bears don't like it, they better win. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say. Bears by 30.
Yeah. So the Vikings there.
Bears by 30. Chat. Bears D has been playing pretty good. You think it'll be close? I think it will be close. Until the end when the Vikings kind of pull away. I agree.
He doesn't look great, and that's why Daniel Jones is going there next year.
That'll be interesting. Do you get anything if he goes there, like a compensatory pick or something like that? I
don't know how that works.
Excited about that?
I know since he cleared waivers, we're not liable for the rest of that contract. He can sign anywhere, and they don't have to pay him the rest of that. I think there was $11 million left on this year, so they can sign him for whatever the veteran minimum is.
All right.
Yeah, so we're good. I think we just got to give him the $20 million.
For next year?
Yeah.
Signing bonus, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. All right, so we got the Houston Texans playing playing against the game versus the Titans. And the helmet has also chosen the Texans. Oh, man, we're all on the Texans. This is wildly looking bad for us. Camera froze again. I don't know what's going on. Hold on.
Man, these picks are just so hot that
I'm not sure what's
the camera can't keep up.
Here. Yeah, camera is struggling for sure.
I don't think they are yet.
I keep hearing it disconnecting in my ear, and I don't understand what's going on right now.
There we are.
Yeah,
let's try to get through this quick then.
Yeah, exactly. It's very strange. I'm going to close this down for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Are we touching something?
Helmet takes the Lions.
Lions over the Colts, eh?
All 3 in a row. I think.
As a clean sweep. I mean, it's really hard to pick against the Lions this week for sure. For sure that creates a little bit of a challenge.
This one we got should be a good one. It usually is, even if the teams are bad.
Override the Texans. Oh, we got an override. Okay. So you want the Titans. Okay. Helmet says, give me the Titans. I think that all but, solidifies the Texans are going to win. So we appreciate that.
Yeah.
We appreciate that, Tappet. Thank you very much for the sake of our pick'em. You are
still has, he froze again. And Scotty still has his out there.
Oh, Scotty overrided a helmet pick earlier. Scotty, what do you want to override? I just see it 39 minutes. Yeah, you haven't used it. Okay.
He hasn't used it.
He got
yet.
it banked. Okay, Scotty's got it banked. Okay.
Yeah, he's just waiting.
Gotcha. All right.
For the perfect opportunity.
Waiting for the perfect one.
So we can either give it back to him if we can.
It's happening. Yeah, we can.
Or does he want to use it? Let us know. Do you want to use it this week? Or if you don't use it by the end of the picks, we'll get that back to you. This one we went with Dolphins for the helmet. How did we do? I would venture to say there is some Patriots in here.
One Patriots.
Yep. Lady Bam.
One Patriots. Lady Bam has decided, you know what?
Yeah.
I think the Pats pull this out. OG Diamond Dave says, ain't no way. I ain't putting nothing on them anymore.
I don't have gloves, so I'll just suck it up, wash my hands thoroughly.
There's gloves right over there. I'm just saying if you really wanted, but it's all good.
We got these garbage teams.
Oh, God. Awful. Awful.
And the worst one of all came out, which is good because that means the Commanders are winning by 40.
Commanders might win by 7. I don't know if I like them by 10. I do not know if I like it by 10.
The game of the week, the one everybody's here for, the Buccaneers and the Giants. Helmets are in there.
House divided, but I really don't think the Bucs are going to win.
Helmet takes the Bucs.
Oh, my God. That means that congratulations to your Giants.
Yep, that's what that means. We're going to lose. And we will get a higher draft pick.
No.
Congratulations to us.
Helmet's wrong all the time.
Absolutely.
Helmet is wrong.
We're going to get a top 3 pick.
More than half the time. So, that's fine. You might get 3, but we're going to get 2. As long as we're picking ahead of you guys.
Because you guys got a way too easy of a record coming up. We got Broncos, Raiders here.
Yeah. Nobody gives a chance to the Raiders.
I just can't see it, even with them being home. Las Vegas, traveling teams always travel good. Denver's not too far away. Let's see. We got the Raiders for the helmet, so that clarifies that. Lamar, Goff, or Stafford. Let's see. Thank you for the question, Firefighter.
I think it's Goff.
Yeah, it's got to be Goff.
I think it's Goff. Goff is the one we've been high on all day.
Yeah,
they're front running for sure.
Yeah, the defensive matchups for those quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. I just think that your upside is better for the going against the Colts there.
I agree. I like Goff. I like Goff a lot more, especially if the Colts end up keeping it sort of close. I mean,
I was looking really forward to this game. Their quarterback's out, starting a guy who's getting, I think, his start day against that Packers defense in Lambeau. I'm
sorry. I'm not riding with him anymore. I've changed it everywhere in every pick'em that I'm in. I've changed it over and over again.
You heard me talk welcome about in. It. Yes, go Lions. See, he does it. He has it.
But it's very likely that if it gets reported, it's copyright material, things like that. So that's the challenge and things like that. I don't know why it's not working. The top working, so
here
that'll work.
Packers on that one. Which means that 49ers are going to win by like 30.
It definitely is possible.
Yeah.
Mics are cutting out. Hold on.
Oh boy. We're just
can you hear? Yeah, okay.
Better,
I got it looking. It looks like we're going to be okay. But this was Packers?
Yeah,
as well?
that was Packers.
All right, fair enough.
Going into this one, Cardinals Seahawks battle for first place, I think. We're all in the Cardinals. No one's showing.
Not all of them.
Oh, the Seahawks for
Lady Diamond has decided the Seahawks run this division.
Okay.
Liked what she saw last week and said, you know what? It's Call of Duty time for Kyler Murray. It's Call of Duty time.
Yeah,
so.
Ranked play just came out. But the helmet says, forget that noise. We're going Cardinals.
Good for her. Bad news for us. Oh, okay. We're split.
Yeah.
Split. Override. Gino wins it. All right. You're taking the Gino wins it. All right.
He used
fair
it.
Enough.
All right.
All right, fair enough.
I feel more comfortable about my Cardinals pick.
I feel also more comfortable about the Cardinals pick too. You know, helmet's always wrong. Always wrong.
We got Rams, Eagles here. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair.
I do too.
Both defenses are good, don't get me wrong, but their offenses are... I mean, the Eagles are without, what's his name, Devontae Smith.
Right.
So I kind of like the Rams in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Rams in this matchup as well.
Oh,
so is Helmet. Well,
that's
you know
not good
what?
for
It's
us.
That's not great for us. So,
Yep.
you know, it is what it is. Omega, we're super sorry. We're riding with your Rams, but so is Helmet, which is a big fucking problem. So
And the Harbaugh Bowl,
You know.
battles of the coaching brothers.
Yep.
Ravens, Chargers.
Interesting.
I think she just likes Herbert. I think, you know.
I'm so close to picking the Chargers on this one too, but I had to ride with the Ravens. I had to.
And the helmet.
Helmet has chosen
Chargers as well.
Chargers. Okay, interesting.
Omega says he loves it.
Loves that we're on the Rams. Yeah, I'm liking the Rams. I'm liking what I'm seeing of those guys, Puka Nakua and Cooper Kupp. I think McLaurin, they just don't run a scheme there. Like they was making a big deal about the rookie defensive cornerback for the Eagles. He got tore up by us. So I think like he can't play against scheme. If you just put him and say line up 1-on-1. Right, and you get this guy, you get that guy, but that's fine. But like the Rams can scheme guys open, and small sample size. I saw that rookie play against us. We cooked him.
See, I
like,
saved somebody channel
you know,
points there.
You know, there you go. Oh yeah, you were getting ready to redeem a helmet override. Look at that. You were
go.
getting ready. Like, yeah, I hear you.
Well, let's look at those picks that he dropped real quick.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. Let's go ahead and see what you got in our Discord here. So we go to this guy. We go to community picks, excellent picks.
Oh boy,
Copy link.
I like the pictures.
Graphics and everything. What is this, Scotty? What are you doing to us here? So you got this, and then we got this one. And so let's copy that link.
Are these two separate ones, or is this all one?
That's a good question. Yeah, are these all 8 individual ones, or what are we looking at here,
How's
Scotty?
this
Walk
working?
us through.
Separate.
So 2 separate ones. 2 separates.
8 separate houses.
Okay. So where are you betting this, and how did you get graphics, and how did you put them together so quickly? Like, oh man, watered down for a little bit of safer bet. Christian McCaffrey's 40 receiving yards. I don't know if that's safe.
Well, I think it is because they're going to be doing a lot of dump downs with that quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but I
Dump
still
down
don't know.
passes.
Like that's a lot. I think they go down big early, and then they're just throwing it.
AJ Brown, I like that because of Smith being out.
Yep.
Amare St. Brown, yep.
Yeah, I do like that.
Jefferson.
I mean, he averages like 93 yards a game in his career.
Yeah.
So that feels like ridiculously safe. So,
what site is this?
Friday. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, how'd you get this like nice little thing here? Like this is pretty dope that it came together like that. I like it. I would use these all the time. Are you kidding me? That's pretty slick. I can say that it's pretty slick.
This is my guy.
Your guy did it. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, you have a guy who did it. Okay. Oh, the info. Okay, dope. Yeah, that works. You got CD at 5 catches or more, Bo Nix at 200 yards or more. I don't know if I like CD at 5. That's a lot. But Gibbs at 60.
Be in it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, it's not out of this world. I just don't know why I don't love it. You know what I mean? Like he's the only weapon they got over there. You got to stop him. Make somebody else beat you. You know?
Bears D is tough.
You don't like the Jefferson one? Yeah, well, I mean, he averages 92, so he's just got to be a little slightly above average. We'll see. We will definitely see how tough that Bears defense plays a Vikings team that desperately needs to get back in the W column, right? Like people are starting to look at them like they're frauds, and I'm sure they hear the noise. You know?
I will say I feel more comfortable about this foursome than the other 4.
Yeah. This feels like, as much as I didn't like the CD Lamb, I mean, this feels like if this doesn't hit, shit's a problem. Shit's a problem.
I will say if it doesn't hit, it's probably because of the CD Lamb one. Especially if it has to go over 5. Is it 5 or more, or if you hit 5, it's good?
I think it's 5 or more. It's typically how that would run. So, like I said, water it down a bit. Yeah. Take off 10 to 20 yards for the first. Yeah.
3K odds. Okay.
Yep. Fair enough. So, oh, the first one's plus 3,000. Oh, I'm in on that one. You keep this plus 3,000. I might drop McCaffrey to 25 yards and call it a day. So, boo Vikings, boo. Or
I might just flip the receiving to rushing.
Oh yeah, rushing for sure. Yeah, but that probably drops it to like plus 1,200 or something like that, like instantly. I'm sure that's where a lot of the odds are. Like 40 plus receiving yards has got to be pretty high.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting one, though. It's an interesting one. I don't hate it. I don't hate what you're doing here, Scotty. I see what you got going on. I see what you got going on, and I don't dislike it. Not gonna lie. It's some good stuff.
Yeah, I think before we wrap up, if anybody's got any other start-sit questions or who you got on Thanksgiving, because we probably might not be here for that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about it? Let's that one up. Yeah. Again, these are the games. We're gonna get a DraftKings out there for these slotted games. Keep an eye out for that. I know I'm hammering it, but
Yeah. We don't have much time to talk about it. We've been kind of spoiling it, teasing it for a little bit, but yeah, it's gonna happen fast and furious. So I think this one's pretty simple. Lions by 20.
Yep. Suck it, Chicago.
I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with the Giants and Cowboys. I don't know.
I think we need
I have to
this
pick
game.
one of these teams
Only because we haven't beat Dallas in 12 games, and with everything that's going on in New York, I think we just need it more.
Yeah.
But I won't be mad. I won't be mad if we lose. One, it's Thanksgiving, and I would be stuffed, and I'm probably not going to care. And two, it just means we get a higher draft pick.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm never going to root for a loss.
Yeah.
But I'm to the point, if we lose, I'm not.
Indifferent.
I'm going to work Monday fine with it, because we're that closer to getting our quarterback of the future, right?
Yeah.
If we can go get a Stroud or a Knicks who's proven to be pretty good,
Jaden
Daniels, I'll be fine with a top 5 pick again this year.
Right. No, I look, I don't disagree with you, and it's very difficult in my core to root for the Cowboys. There's a part of me that would really love to root for the Cowboys.
They're home.
Specifically on this day.
Yeah, they're home.
Specifically on this day. But I don't want to do that.
I tell you what,
I don't want to.
I highly don't see it happening. I never say never, but 4 days is an awfully short time for Daniel Jones to sign there and play on Thursday.
Oh, never going to happen. Come on. If he signs there, it's to get secrets, it's to get signs, it's to get calls. We know what's going on. We already know. Right. Conspiracy theories be damned. That's what's happening. They're signing.
If he signed, and
what does this mean?
It would be it would definitely be the have to watch game of the day.
Oh, 100%. 100%. If he signed and fucking played, Daniel Jones out there slicing and dicing up his own defense.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Because who knows that defense better?
The New York media would fucking implode. That would be the worst thing that would happen in New York. Ever.
Never ever do I ever want to root for anybody to get injured. But how funny would it be if Dexter Lawrence was just in his face all day and he's like, you know what? I can't take it anymore and I'm out.
Maybe, right?
Tapping out.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know, but yeah. If I think I got the Giants in this game. I just can't. I can't root for
and then I'm taking the Packers.
Oh
at
yeah,
home,
Packers.
Lambeau.
Yeah, exactly.
It's starting to get cold.
Right.
Just have the pack. So pretty much Lions, Giants, Packers. I think we're pretty much in agreements there.
Yep.
Even though the Lions don't win on Thanksgiving, I think they win this one.
There's no shot if the Lions lose to Chicago, it will confirm what I've been saying. One Pride, hit the mute button. One Pride, go like this. Earmuffs. One Pride earmuffs. If the Chicago Bears and the lowly Bears beat the Lions on Thanksgiving in Detroit, it will confirm that the Lions are the most overrated team in the last 50 years of football. It will confirm that. It will confirm that. It will definitely confirm that. So, I firmly believe that once we get to the playoffs and the games get tighter and they got to play somebody who actually could punch them in the mouth, Vita Vea, they will lose. Right. But, they're not going to have to play Vita Vea. Luckily for them, they know that the bigger, badder, big bully ain't coming. Ain't nowhere to be found. So as long as they could be the front running bullies and they could be the tough ones,
breaking.
We need a yap emote. Is that right, Vin? What, I just get on my rants and talking and you need a yap?
Breaking, not breaking news.
What breaking news?
Mike Evans is playing.
Oh, shocking. 13, baby.
He's been upgraded to healthy.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, I don't love it. For a litany of reasons.
Devontae Banks is his name.
Okay. Yeah. Your rookie cornerback. Yeah. I mean, look, There's a lot to be said. I worry more about our defense. I feel like our offense is going to put up 30. Easy, right? Yeah. Like our offense is going to put up 30.
And we can't score more than 20.
You know.
So there you go. You win.
So it's possible, but you haven't played our shit defense. Like the only team that doesn't put up more than 20 points on us is the Lions.
Me neither.
Oh shit! Sorry, sorry. One pride. I fucking should have earmuffed you. My bad. One pride. But there's very few teams that can't score like it's the easiest thing in the world on us. And there's only been I think 1 or 2 of them. And each of those 2 teams that are like 8-1 or 8-2, 9-1. Broncos put up 26 on us.
Yeah.
Broncos put up 26 on us. 20 they put up on us.
When we thought they were bad.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about the Bears either. One pride. I would not worry about the Bears either. I'm telling you right now, I would not worry about the Bears either. But that's my point though. If you lose to them, even though it's a division game, even though it's Thanksgiving, same old Lions.
And it might be fandom, but I feel like I think we're in a good spot. I think we're in the spot of the Texans a few years ago, where like the team is on the edge of being there. Mm-hmm. Like, and I feel like the quarterback that we're going to hopefully draft, not go sign a free agent or whatever. If we do, I mean that's fine. But that means we're probably going to go for Arch Manning 2 years from now. But if we get I feel like we need to go get an offensive lineman and that quarterback. And I feel like because our defense is good. Mm-hmm. Like our defense is top in sacks in the league. Like our defense is fine. We just can't score points.
Right.
So if we can go get Shador or Milroe or Ward, I feel like
Cam Ward to the Giants all day long. Cam Ward.
I would be fine with any 3 of those.
Cam Ward. Shador to Tampa. Let's go. Let's get this shit figured out. I'm a big fan of it. It'll be an interesting thing to see how the draft works out. I don't know. Like, there's a good chance that everything that I want is not going to happen. There's a chance that we fucking make the playoffs as a Bucs fan. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing?
Especially with the Falcons' remaining schedule and your remaining schedule. Yeah. It's going to be a battle of 9 and 8 wins that division.
Yeah, well, they have a 2-game lead, so they're going to have to be 8-9,
after a week.
Right? They have a 2-game lead because they beat us twice, right? So they have the division tiebreaker, the heads-up tiebreaker. They got all the tiebreakers in the world. So we essentially have to run the table. Like, we have to run the table right now.
Starting with this week and your next 4.
We absolutely have to. Like, it's important. I mean, the Chargers, I think, is the hardest game we got left on our schedule. So realistically, what's that, 10-7? And if we go 10-7, maybe we win. Yeah. That's scary. I don't like that. The only thing I like about that is we get to go into Detroit and then you got punch them in the mat.
Well, no, they would get a bye, so you have to play probably the Vikings or who else is up there in the top right now? Green Bay,
Philadelphia
in the first round.
Yeah, well, again, if we're winning the division, we get a home playoff game, right? So one of those 3 have to come here,
right? And
the Packers can't play in Florida. The Eagles can't play in Florida.
Yep.
Right, so those 2 teams. I mean, it's really not. If either one of those teams, boom, we're in. Yep. We're probably the lowest seeded team.
Or the Commanders.
I'm back in it, baby. We're the lowest seeded team, baby. We go to Detroit.
Because you're not getting.
We got the path. We got the path to victory, and Detroit's the easiest fucking win in the NFC.
Yeah, but you got to get through the Commanders
in the playoffs. What's Detroit going to do? Detroit, they're going to fold like a fucking house of cards. Vita Vea come back up there, blah, in the mouth, right there. Like, I mean, Jared Goff can't do shit. We collapse that pocket. I mean, it's basically game over.
I did this for you, Vin.
Oh my God, it's over. This is done. This is over. We're winning the fucking Super Bowl. Because the only team left is, well, obviously the Chiefs are going to get handed. The Chiefs are going to get handed the AFC. Easy.
Yeah, of course.
Easy, right? The refs are just going to figure out how do they do that. And then we get a Super Bowl rematch. There ain't a chance we would that. Look, one pride. Our offense is as fucking plug and play. It has nothing to do with that. You lost because you couldn't score. It did. Godwin is great, and I love Godwin. I absolutely love Godwin. You couldn't score. Vita Vea just took your center and pushed him back like he's a little baby, all right? Penei Sewell was nowhere to be fucking found. Good tackle. Walking back like a bitch. It was that simple. Like, the defensive line collapsed the pocket, and Goff had nowhere to go because he doesn't run, he doesn't scramble, he doesn't do anything. He just stands there like this. Like this. That's all he does. That's all he does. I mean, yeah, look, everyone gives us field position. It is what it is. But the defense is, like, that's great. We can't play against mobile quarterbacks. You give us that stationary quarterback back there, you're like, hey, Kalijah Kancey didn't even play that game. You didn't have to deal with our best interior defensive player. You didn't have to deal with 94. Like, he wasn't even on the field. What are we talking about? Antoine Whitfield Jr. wasn't on the field. What are we even discussing here?
Lions by 30.
Yeah, Lions by 0. They will lose by 30. Are you kidding me? This guy's out of his mind. No, you mean today? Today, gotcha. And the Bears game. Okay, yeah. They're going to win there. They're front runners. If they can't get out to a big giant lead and bully people, they're front runners. They're the most overrated team in football.
32-20, he said.
Yeah, I mean the Bucks. I don't even know if you'll get to 30 points in 2 games versus the Bucks. One Pride in 2 games. You already got what 16, so you need 14 now. I don't even think you're going to get 14. This would be incredible. We could score 20 and still win, like we did already, like we did in week 2. Ay. Well, that's a good thing because my heart rate's been low lately, so it needed to get up a little bit. But we got a path there. We have to beat everybody but the Chargers. It's that simple.
Starting today.
But this is the problem. We're not even going to beat the Giants. So, none of this is going to happen. We're not going to make the playoffs. It is what it is.
I think this was good. This was fun.
I digress. It's going to be sad. We'll never get to see it, One Pride. We'll never get to see it, unfortunately. Or we will.
Yeah.
Or we will. One of the two things is going to happen. I'm not sure which one it's going to be, but I don't think we'll
find
out
in about 6 hours.
We'll find out about 7 weeks, technically. But, the last time I predicted a Super Bowl win on week 12.
We won.
That same year, we won 47-7 in Detroit. Just throwing that out there. 47, and that's a whole different team. We got a trash can at quarterback. We had a ascending defense at the time back then, and one of the greatest tight ends ever played the game. We still had the greatest wide receiver ever played the game. It's out there. Still had all that, but we didn't have. And then of course greatest football player to ever touched football, in my opinion. Yeah. I understand that's deep, man. Just greatest quarterback. I won't say football player. There's a lot of really good talented athletes out there. So all right, this has been the show.
Yeah,
we're having fun. It's good. I'm gonna try the dual shot one more time just to see if it works.
Yeah. Oh, we're frozen.
Well, you know what? It doesn't work because nothing works. So here we go. I think it's the 4 cameras, which is because normally that camera's off, the one that's on you right now. So it's something to figure out and see as my hub, maybe powered hub. I don't know. I got to do something. We'll figure it the fuck out.
You
joined, Scotty. Hey, appreciate
nice.
you.
We're up to 7.
Getting the daily DraftKings. Y'all can join and play, and it's $5 to get in. Try to take some money from us. One Pride. Why don't you go pick all your Lions and come play in that game? We'll see what happens. Yeah. But I think for now that'll do it. It's been a show. Y'all be good. Peace out. If I can find the right thing, I have no idea what I'm hitting.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had a blast. Follow our socials. This will be the last. See you next week. Same time, same place. Bet responsibly. Keep a steady pace.